All right, so how's everybody doing? Welcome back. I have no idea what we're gonna get into today. I bought these aftermarket, like, I don't know what they're called. Whatever these things are called. I think this one goes on this side. That one goes on that side. I don't know how well they're gonna work. I did buy aftermarket ones for my RSX and it worked just fine. So I figured we might be able to get away with it. So we did pretty good last week. We got the charge harness done. We got the battery tray mocked up right here for now. I'm not quite sure where we're gonna place it, but for now we're just gonna leave it there. But to check fitment for the battery tray, we have to wait until we get these on. I'm not sure if we're gonna do that today. And then we also gotta get the bumper on. So pretty much what's holding us back from like finalizing everything on the charge harness and like the battery tray is fitment. Another thing, the AC stuff. But just to be honest, I think we're gonna go with a custom like AC line going through the fender, just like the RSX. The condenser we're gonna run is the RSX one because I think I'm gonna mimic what we did on the RSX. I think it just worked out nicely. Fitment was good. I did get the throttle body ready to go. I also got the intake, that's ready to go. So I think we can go ahead and lock that in. Oh yeah, and we got the IAC or the IACV thing on the bottom. Came out pretty good. And then I got this TPS on here. So we need access to be able to turn these screws. We might have to change them to like an Allen key. So I'm able to get in here and adjust it. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about like right now. Hold up. I was thinking probably change those to like Allen keys. And that might be a lot better to do because I can just get this in here like that and then somehow turn it, you know what I'm saying? I also brought the big brakes. I bought some wheel locks, just some cheap Amazon ones. This is what I'm running on the RSX. Hopefully I got the right ones. M12 1.5. Other than that, I brought two wheels over. These are 17 by 7. I'm thinking it's gonna poke out too much if it's anything higher than like 17 by 8. So I just have a bunch of weird stuff I still have to do, like all these little stuff that I've been putting off. I'll record what I can in between. I'll talk in between. I'll try and explain a couple things that I'm doing. But other than that, I'm just gonna do as much work as I can. Let's go. So this is a compressor from an RSX. It has a single wire. The EM2 has 3 wires. So from just reading online, I'm not gonna argue with them. They're just saying take the 2 smaller wires, right? And splice those into each other. And then you're gonna take this other one right here, this single one, and that's gonna be your main wire that's gonna go to here. All right, so the plan was to put this on, but I really can't do it. So I capped these off, which is the only thing I could do for now. I know we can calibrate it on the K Pro, but I like to calibrate it on here manually as well. For now, I think we're just gonna set this aside and I'll take one of these out, take it with me, and next time we come, we'll go ahead and lock this all in. So set this aside over here, maybe leave this over here, whatever. Cover this up so nothing gets in there. Since we're pretty much all set over there, I think we can go ahead and get started on the suspension part. And if you guys are probably wondering where the dust shield is, I couldn't get them. They're like on super back order. So I went ahead and pressed in the hub, everything without the dust shield. I think it should be all right. And I just realized this doesn't even belong on this side. I think I just put that for like pictures and shit, and then it's all backwards. So if you guys see it in the thumbnails like that, don't make fun of me. All right, so that's there. Let's go ahead and get the outer tie rods. Should be all in this box right here. This should go down here. We'll get the torque spec for that later. Pen is right there. It's gotta be one of these. Should be good there. All right, so I'm gonna throw that on there for now like that. All right, so scratch that because I don't know where the suspension is. I thought the RSX suspension with the lowering springs that were on my RSX many years ago, I thought I had that here, in this garage, but I don't know where it is. I think it might be at the storage, or it might be at my mom's house. I guess one other thing we can do today, and I kind of wasn't in the mood to do this because I didn't want to be like crawling around trying to find a spot for it, but I guess we can go ahead and do the fuse box. Is right here. All right, so fuse box bracket looks like they self tapped into here, into the actual fuse box. So I'm not quite sure why they drilled into that. Could ruin the whole fuse box. This is a spot a lot of people use. I like to have this glove box room, just, I don't know, just to have it, you know. This is your 2 power wires. One's 2 gauge, the other one's 0. Don't ask me why I have a 0 gauge, I do. So that 0 gauge is going to the battery and the other one to the starter. So those 2 are gonna go here. One's gonna land here, one here. I forget which one's which. I'll have to take a look at the diagram again. And then this is my fuse box right here. All these wires go plugged into the bottom of this. This right here, this blue plug, and everything else goes plugged in right back where it's supposed to be originally. I was thinking if we can get a spot under here, that'd be pretty cool. It's pretty busy over here. I don't think we have any room. I don't think we have any room behind here. So let's take a look at the other side, and maybe we'll have some room over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and loom this real quick, and then we'll send it out that way. All right, so I decided to go ahead and just reloom this and make sure that it's loomed going through the firewall or where the door is, whatever. I kind of just snuck it behind there above all this here. So I plugged everything back in, which was these 2 blue ones. This one's for like the fog lights if you guys are gonna run that. This one I had to plug in, this yellow one, and then I got all the green ones that go to the fuse box above over there. So then the 2 charge harnesses, or the 2 power wires that go to the fuse box. So I might find a different spot to like get it over to that side. Maybe we'll run it up through here or something. I don't know, we'll try and figure something out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and show you guys. All right, so small update for you guys. This is how I ran it. So hold up, let me backtrack here. It comes out through the door or whatever, right? Comes in through here. I ran it up through here. It's these 2 wires right here, if you guys are wondering. Zip tied it here to this, I don't know, this wire here with the label. Took this off of here, right? Zip tied it back there. I saw this wire here. There was like this other wire right here with the plastic loom. I kind of just followed that. I figured if that wire is running through here, it's not interfering with anything. And then I got the 2 wires dropping out that way. You guys don't have to route it like this. It's just the way I decided to do it. I just double check and make sure this thing goes in without any interference and stuff. And it does. That's that. So we got both our power wires over here, and we just got to find a spot for the fuse box. So let's go ahead, go to that side. This is all set. One thing I got to figure out is what they did with the alarm. All this mess right here, I got to see what they cut, what they tapped into, what wires don't belong in here. All right, so I got the alarm thing out of here. I don't see Viper, I don't see like CompuStar, I don't see anything on here, so it's probably just a cheap eBay one or something. I don't really know. So we'll throw that over there. They must have like spliced into or tapped into every single wire. Like every single wire was stripped back, even if they didn't use it. So I'm gonna go ahead, tape these up, take a lot of these wires out, and just fix it up real nice, tape it up, and I think we should be good. All right, so I'm in the process of trying to find a spot for this. I kind of just put it here, I put it over there. I can't find a comfortable spot. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. I'll probably be back tomorrow and we'll continue. Or I'll continue and then I'll show you guys where I put it. I just got to think about this a little bit and see what I'm gonna do. All right, so I'm back. Today's the next day. I just spent like the last hour trying to just finalize this and get this all set. I figured out kind of where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it behind here. This area right behind here, right up there. Now I have more than enough room, but I'm not gonna finalize it just yet. I'm gonna wait until the car's running, everything is working, and then I'll go ahead and put it up there. I got the wires going in. I put this cover back on, and then you guys remember the charge harness, the two wires right here. One's a 2 gauge, the other one's a 0 gauge. Now that's just the wires I had laying around. I just ended up using them. There's no reason why one's bigger than the other. If you're holding your fuse box like this, your alternator should be on the left and then the one to the battery should be on the right. I cut that across right here, cut a little shorter, and then I did a couple slices here and here just to make this go on here a lot easier. So kind of just goes like that. So I'll set this aside, I'll leave it there. It's all done and we can officially move on from this. Other than that, we get to keep our glove box, which is a really good thing. I'm happy about that.
Figured I'd pull out the phone and record. This is my mom's house. It's a little garage we put together. Yeah, I think that's it right there. It's still in a functioning form box. I'm glad we still have them, and I think they're still in good shape. They gotta be. Still got the boot and all that in there. Hopefully that's still good. I believe these go in the rear. No, these go in the front. Oh, this one fell apart. Just gotta put it back together. So yeah, I'm gonna get these in the car, and we'll take a better look once we get over there, see what's up.
So moving on, this morning I woke up super early. So I picked these up. I looked at a couple pictures online, and this is supposed to be like crooked like that, I guess. And then same thing for like these over here. I thought it was weird, but I guess not. This one came all apart. I'm not quite sure what happened to the nut on the top. Not quite sure how long we're gonna stay on these, but for now they'll have to do. Now these are for a 0506, but they should fit. So yeah, I'm gonna put the GoPro on and you guys can just I don't know, just watch me work, I guess. Small update, well, kind of a major update. I ran into a couple issues, right? I was trying to install this on the car. I was trying to put the 2 bolts in, but we ran into a problem, right? The first issue, I had to grind off all the powder coating. The powder was actually making it too thick, so it wouldn't fit. So that was like the first issue. So I had to take like the grinder. I could still clean it up some more, but it was good enough. It was sliding in, so whatever. That was the first problem, right? Second problem, right? Really big problem. This is what happened. This bolt, this is what goes underneath the car, 16 millimeter, would not fit. It wouldn't fit. I don't know what happened or what year RSX this came off of. Well, I know the year, but I'm not quite sure. Like, I wasn't sure what happened, and it was getting me so mad. I was like so pissed off. I went back, I looked at the EM2 original, like 4-lug hub and all that stuff, and the knuckle on that. That was all 16 millimeter. I went to my RSX, my personal car, all 16 millimeter hole here. And then I was just like, why is this 2002 Acura RSX knuckle, why is it 14 millimeter here, not 16, right? So I went ahead, I went home, I just kind of gave up. I just like, you know what, I'll figure it out. I'll take these knuckles home and I'll do some research, whatever, we'll figure it out. So upon some research, right, and digging through forums, I found that early on, like the first batch of like RSXs in the US, they were actually running a 14 millimeter bolt here. That's just what they were doing, right? So midway, I don't know when, that same year, 2002, whatever, I don't know if something happened or someone died, you know, I don't know what happened, but there was a change. They changed them all to 16 millimeter. So the proper name for when they make changes like that, and that'll happen on everything, guys, any car make and whatever, it's called a VIN split. So at some point, at some car, they just stopped, right? They stopped at a certain VIN number, they stopped, and then from then on, they fix them. So it happens all the time, I guess. And then whoever has like the car prior to the change or whatever, they're kind of just screwed over and they have to update or upgrade. So I got it all situated now, as you guys can see. And if you guys are wondering how I fixed it, right here. See if I can zoom in on that. It's a 5/8 drill bit. So it's made by DeWalt. See how nice that is now? This thing is perfect. So I just got to do the same thing on this one, and this is the proof, guys, right here. Look, it just doesn't fit. So
yeah, get yourself a drill bit if this ever happens or whatever. I'm pretty sure no one's ever going to run into this issue. Oh yeah, one more thing, guys. If you guys are going to powder coat your knuckles or whatever and they're really bad, no one should be powder coating where everything bolts on to. You know, it's okay to powder coat, but just stay away from like this here, these points right here. It's just going to make it a lot thicker. It's not going to land. You guys remember when we put the ball joints, the lower ball joints, I had to scrape off a lot of the paint right here so the snap ring can fit. So like all the mounting points shouldn't be powder coated on either side. They should be left alone. So yeah, that's just heads up to you guys. All right, so we're back. We're gonna try it again. I cleaned up the sides. It's all good now. So that's gonna fit into here perfectly. We had issues with that a couple days ago. And then we took care of this right here where we had to make it bigger. So this is what it had before. This size right here, it's like a M14. You guys see how much play that has? It had play here as well. That's why I didn't want to do it. So this is the correct one, M16. And now it fits perfectly in here. So yeah, it should work. We shouldn't have any issues now. We should be all good. So the axle, you guys saw me already trying to put that in. I had to take it back out because of the bolts and all that situation there, but we should be all right. So other than that, the inner tie rods, I got to extend those and mess around with the outer tie rod, make sure that's all going to work. We should be all right though, because the inner tie rods they have that extension thing. I'll show you guys right here. It's got like an adjustment here so they can extend further out without an issue. Should probably tighten this down. Yes, we did it. Now I don't know if they're supposed to go in from this side or that side, whatever. We'll change it if we have to later on. I know we could figure it out. Stupid Honda. All right, so I had to clean up a little bit because I had a mess in here. So I got a little more organized and I ended up using this cart right here. Took me about 2 hours to clean up before I can continue this video. Here I got a rotor. I think this is a S2000 front rotor. It's a lot cheaper to go this route than to get a DC5R, like official like Brembo one. See if we got some brake cleaner. Brand new rag. This side. Again, I didn't torque this down or anything, guys. I didn't even tighten these. I'm just checking for fitment, and then after everything is all good, we'll go ahead and torque everything down. I'll mark it with like a paint marker or whatever, make sure, you know, we're all good there. It's pretty good right there. One of these, let's see, should be this one. And I did put new copper washers on here. New hardware all the way around. I'm not quite sure yet, but we might add some blue Loctite here on all these since we put new hardware. New seals, new everything. The pistons were clean. And then these are the same bolts from the DC5 Type R. Hopefully everything works now like it should. So let's see if it lines up. All right, there it is. Let me know what you guys think. I might actually add a sensor here. I won't even add the wire to it. I'll just to fill this right here because I feel like stuff will get in there or something. I don't know. Closer look. Everything's lining up really good. There it is. Nice and straight, nice and even on both sides. I'll back up a little bit. And drilling the knuckles, man, actually worked out nicely. So we just got to torque this down, these two, because we know it's going to work now. Down here, the castle nut. Over here, the two on the Brembo, two here. Then we got here for the brake hose. I am missing the clips that go here. If anyone has some, let me know. If anything, I'll hit up the junkyard and I'll find them. I think we can go ahead and throw the tire on and just see how it's gonna look, you know. I'm glad we were able to at least get something done today. I'll grab whatever one
Usually these tires spin a certain way. Let's see if it's gonna fit on like this. If not, I'm gonna have to jack up the car. We're gonna check for clearance. We might need a spacer, we might not. I don't know yet, guys. All right, so it is touching, and it looks like we're gonna need a small spacer. So for spacers, let's look in here. Go ahead and try these. These are from like my RSX and stuff. I also recommend for everybody to get them hub centric. I believe these are. So these are perfect. Let's go ahead and check that for fitment. Forget the offset on these wheels all the time. I think it was like 35 or something. I think that might be a little too much. I wish I can show you guys a little better, but I think like half of that spacer might be enough, whatever that is. I got these off Amazon. I just make sure they're steel because the aluminum ones always go bad and it's super annoying. I hate it. So we'll run it with this spacer for now. And we chose a powder coat that matches the car. So this isn't like a burgundy or something and then the car's like red, you know? Or this isn't like a sparkle red and then the car's like a different red, you know? Try to keep it all the same. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fender and see what this is gonna look like. All right, guys? This thing is dusty as hell. Hold up, let me clean it. See what fitment's gonna be like. This isn't sitting all the way, but I think that'll give us an idea of where we need to be at. Yeah, that's pretty far out. I don't know, I feel like we don't know until like we actually get it on there, you know? Yeah, it sticks out some. So the closer we can get the Brembo to the wheel, which will be probably half of this spacer, will probably help a lot. But overall, I'm really happy with it. I think we'll be all right. I wanted to keep the car super comfortable, so I thought, you know, keeping the stock suspension from Type S would probably work out better than some coilovers. I think it looks pretty cool, man. I think it looks nice. The car's not done, but at least we're getting an idea of what we need and just test fitting everything. I'm gonna head out of here today. It's really hot out. It's probably like 90 degrees, but that's a better look of the car, man. I'll give you guys a walk around of what we've done so far. I did bring over the, which is the map sensor, and I got a bolt for that right here. I did pick up some new hardware for the TPS. Give you guys a look over here. I did clean up some, so it's a lot cleaner here. We actually can like move around and do what we need to do. Yeah, we're getting there, guys. We gotta take it one day at a time. I think next time we come here, we can go ahead and throw the header on. This is gonna be a NVIDIA header. We're gonna run a wideband, I think on this one, and then we're gonna cap this one off. So let me know what you guys think. We just gotta start putting things together, which is really easy. It's just a matter of having the right things, not having to keep stopping to like order stuff. But it is what it is. We'll just do what we can, and this car should be done, or it should be running in a couple weeks. And hopefully you guys are being a little patient with me because I have to film the video, I gotta edit it, and then I gotta like upload it to YouTube and all that stuff. And then I also gotta work on the car, order parts. And it's just a big process to get these videos out and also get work done. So be patient with me. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Everyone be safe, take care, and make sure you guys subscribe and set your notifications. I'll see you. Bye.